Hello and welcome to another Skullgirls video. This time I'm gonna be sharing with you my post-Annie tier list. Annie came out, completely new character. She also came out with balance changes for the entire cast. So there are some things that changed, some things I changed my mind about, and so on. And I'm doing this because Umbrella came out on Alpha for the people that buy the Season 1 pass on PC. And they did say they were gonna try to do other balance changes, but that they're probably gonna come a little bit after in Umbrella's like alpha beta state because they are very occupied doing Umbrella, which is understandable. So before I get started, let me tell you, this is how in tier maker, this is how it shows. It is like with S plus to C. I'm gonna leave it at that for the time being because I know there are so many players that get so fucking tight about this for no reason. They go, oh my god, they put this character on B. They are at least an S minus minus. And it's like, oh my god, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. It's an arbitrary letter. A C and an S minus 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 are the exact same thing. You just gotta have the context that in Skullgirls, most of the cast, if not all, is viable. Don't be tight about stupid shit, okay? Okay, so let's get started. Annie. So as of now, I would put Annie on S. Annie is kind of like a little bit of a watered down double, but she's still a double, making her really good. She has everything you would want in a character. She's got like a good reversals, good DHCs, good damage, good resets, good neutral, except for a couple of matchups, specifically against assists, which that's why I won't put her all the way to the top. But she has everything you would need. She's still lacking a little bit though. It's not that much, but there is that a little bit lacking. Beowulf, with all his changes, I will support him on S. I never thought he was actually good. I think the Beowulf downplay was a psyop. Because I do believe he maybe needed a buff or two for certain matchups. Certain matchups were a little bit too much of a nightmare. But I think they overcompensated a little bit to the point where he now can, like with full hype meter, 2.5 bars, can kill you from one grab. Like full health, ratio 3 against ratio 3, 1 bar, you're fucking dead. I think it's a little too much. I think they overcompensated a little too much with him. You know, he still has his safety P. He has his armor moves. He has everything. The only thing they say Beowulf has no neutral, but jumping chair HP and chair toss are basically the neutral you would need, and sweep with armor, basically the neutral you would need. But now he has even better neutral with magically calling his chair back and hitting and being able to combo from that and everything. So it did improve his matchups that were really insanely not good, like with Peacock, but it overcompensated in my opinion. Big Man, why top 3? He didn't change that much in the patch. He still has the best assists in the game, like probably not like the best assist solo, but the character himself has like 3 assists that work for any team. You put him and you have one of the best assists in the game. It doesn't matter which one of the 3 you choose. He has his damage. It's hard to reset him with some characters, or with other characters it's easy with just an instant hair dash. But his mashing and his armor are always a threat, so you're never really safe against Big Man, which I see as him being S. Bella, again, one of the big 3, not much changed about her. She still has one of the best normals of all time with jumping MP. She still has her mobility, her damage, her resets, her wonky ass hurt boxes. You know, she's got everything that made her good still. Same with Double. Cat heads, Luger shot, which is free neutral. You don't have to think about it. It's free neutral. It's free real estate. And if you are a double main and you're not a top player and you go against a top player and do one of the dumbass easy resets she has, you'll open them up. because that's how fucking good those are. You can open up top players with her resets super easily. That's how good that is. Eliza, honestly, I don't know much about Eliza. Like, I believe there are the 3 least played characters in the game right now are Eliza, Parasoul, and Squigly. Parasoul being the most played out of the 3, barely making it into the bottom 3 of least used characters, and Squigly basically only seeing play by like 3 people. Eliza shows up now and then, but never consistently. So, in my opinion, she improved a lot. But seeing as really no one moved in to use her, and seeing that she still has trouble in matchups because of how she works, how she's designed, it's hard to actually patch that out or in or change anything because that's how she works, and if you change it, she kind of becomes a little too good if you give her better hitboxes and better hurt boxes and so on. So I don't know, I'm putting her at B right now. Filia is an A. If you get touched by Filia, she becomes S+, but if you're not touched by Filia, she struggles a little bit against assists, like by herself. She can't do that much. Like, these are the characters on top, on S, are characters that, even without a team, they can still pose a threat. This here, Filia, she still poses a threat, but not as much as these other characters. Like, she's got everything you need, except for a truly oppressive tool in neutral. That's basically what she's missing. That's what makes her A instead of S, in my opinion. Fukua will be S. Her zoning is subpar, but it's only really needed in certain matchups, and because she needs it in certain matchups, those matchups become so much better for her because she has those tools. She's got dumbass resets, she's got really good neutral with her shadows and so on. Air to airs are insanely good, straight hit in the air, oop, full combo, reset, you're dead. Just because. And I used to say Fukua was hard to use, but then I saw top players literally just jump HK, jump HK, jump HK without thinking about it, just doing it. And I'm like, okay, no, that's dumb. That's so dumb and so good. So, she's S tier. She's got anything you would need. The reversals, the safe supers, safety HCs, conversions out of any straight hit, command grabs, anything you would need. Okay, misfortune. Okay. Misfortune is in a league of her own. Because I believe she's the perfect character in Skullgirls. Like, she's perfect. Except she doesn't have good assists. And she doesn't have safety HCs. If she had a good assist and safety HCs, I would say she would be the best character in the game. But she doesn't. So, by herself, she's amazing. But in a team, it's hard to make her, to get the best out of her. I'm gonna change all the titles and everything in a little bit. Okay, let's move Eliza to C. Put Painwheel on B. Like, Painwheel on paper is bad. On paper, she's not that good. But the way you can use her in a team, specifically in a team, where you can put her on point and DHC out in a combo, or have a good raw tag from another character and continue a combo and being able to DHC into Hatred install and just kill from it, it's so fucking good. Basically, she's basically kind of like works in any team, but has real issues. Like, has actual issues to herself. So since Parasoul is here, Parasoul has 2 main problems that are hard to address. One, she lacks mobility. And in this game, mobility is the life force you need to actually succeed. She does have mobility, but she lacks so many of the mobility options other characters have. She also needs to take a lot of risks in neutral to get in a lot of matchups. which can be mitigated with an assist, but then again, other people would probably have that assist or a better assist, which will make life harder for Parasoul. But you can still do it. Those are basically her issues and why I put her so down. Peacock, fuck Peacock. Peacock is so good. She still has. They nerfed her, and then they buffed her for no fucking reason. Item drop is too good, and I believe she shouldn't be able to 50-50 you from full screen. That's fucked up. Why can she 50-50 you from full screen? She doesn't have to work for the 50-50. She just gets it. That's fucked up. Okay, she's too good. Finally, her DP is punishable, but that's not a nerf. That's a normalization. It's like, oh, her DP is finally punishable. Oh, so she's now a little closer to how other characters work. Oh god. Okay, Robo. I believe Robo is in the same league as Painwheel. Robo has a very good hit and run gameplay where, like, I'm just not gonna interact with you and she can do that. And she also has one of the best, if not the best, assists in the game with Theonite Beam. And even standing heavy punch with the armor and the chainsaw is really good. And now with the changes to how her heads work, how she can actually convert with a head from an overhead, how she can, her level 3, her like explosion install, whatever it's called, now it's actually good and makes you a mix-up monster. And how it's still safe on block, she is now, and now most characters can actually save THC into Magnet. Not a lot of people know this because it looks weird, and I guess nobody really has tried it. I've actually caught a couple of experienced players with it. Like I do Annie's Bionic Arm, I don't know, where she launches herself forward with her sword, and immediately on block THC into Magnet. It's 0 on block. And people try to have an optimal punish on it because it looks punishable and do a heavy punch, but I just jump and punish them and I'm still in there. It's really fun to do that. So she has safe VHCs. Not with all of the cast, but with a lot of the cast, she actually has safe VHCs, even with Eliza, I think. She has good mashing now. Her magnet now is actually a good anti-air. Now you can't mash your super as the other character. If you get caught by it, you got caught by it. Tough luck. And with her change to the medium danger, she has more routes, more mix-up opportunities and thing. She's just so much better with the tweaking they did, which I would consider her to be in there with Painwheel. Where she still has issues, like by herself, she's really no threat. But as you can put her in any team, and she will work, and she will be a threat, you know? Squigly, again, I put her here. Again, she needs, in a couple matchups, it's kind of like the same as, she has good mobility. But in this assist-heavy game, you can counter her with an assist pretty easily. If you play Big Band, just use his DP assist. And she'll have too much trouble getting in. That's basically it. She can be countered so easily with an assist that's why I put her here. She also needs to take a couple of risks when she is trying to approach and trying to reset you, same as Parasoul. And she, if you know what to do, you can actually avoid her wake up supers quite easily with most of the cast. You just gotta remember that she has it, but in the heat of a match, you will get a little too preoccupied with trying to kill her that you probably will miss, that will forget that she can do that and get hit and go, oh damn, yeah, right. And it happens to everyone. But like, she is good again. I wouldn't say she is. I wouldn't say you can put her on any team and the team would be better. Valentine, I would say yes. She has like the same thing as with Filia with Gregor Samson. But the difference is that Gregor Samson is the worst, best super in the game. That you can just smash it out and you get a combo from it, has full invincibility. But it also loses randomly to things and it's weird. Valentine's doesn't really lose too much except for when the opponent has a good horizontal distance from you. A good vertical distance from you. Then it will miss. But if not, it will basically just go through anything and just hit you. She has truly oppressive neutral. Like her neutral, I think, is what makes her so good. And with good assists, she's just got so many good setups and so many good fucking combos and so on. She can just kill you with her Brazil lag assist. So it's crazy. Her jumping medium punch, you probably got hit by it, or jumping heavy kick. They have such good hurt boxes because they go back and they just a little bit of a disjointed hitbox in front. You just try to get in and you get hit by that into a reset, into a combo, you're dead. You know? And Umbrella, she only has 2 special moves right now, so we can't really tell how good she's gonna be or not. Her normals are pretty good, but I'm not gonna go into it. If you want to hear my first impressions on Umbrella, let me know in the comments. But she is not out yet. Okay, your S plus. Misfortune would be best if she had good assist and safe DHC. Okay, here I might change some things. Okay, first let me put you here. The great in any team, but clear flaws. Here I would say with Filia, it would be like amazing, but some bad matchups. Which I would put Annie there, and probably Bayo still there. Yeah. I don't know about, okay. I meant below. Let me get rid of this. Oh. Okay. This is Val Limbo. Why is Val in Val Limbo? Because Valentine could, like, I don't know, she has one of the few good matchups against Peacock. She's amazing, but she's also, like, if you can get through her oppressive neutral, she has a hard time dealing with that. If you have, like, if you play a Robo, like, just Robo zoning her out, she really cannot do much about that. She's got to take more risks. If you have a good assist like that, you just don't gotta engage and just try to chip at her from afar, and she gets into so much trouble like that. But if the player actually knows how to deal with that, she's still a fucking threat. It's weird. She seems to have some flaws sometimes, but again, sometimes those flaws don't really show. So she's in between amazing but some bad matchups and S tier, where, well, let's go S tier Laugh Riot. They're Laugh Riot. You're just a Laugh Riot. You don't worry about it. You're just playing and you win. This is crime against humanity. That's how good she is. She's so good, it's a crime against humanity. So best if she had good assist and safe VHC, which probably would put her here if we take them like in order. But she's just again in another limbo of her own. Limbo. Val Limbo between Laugh Riot and Amazing. Best if she had good assist and safe DHs. Limbo outside tiers. Great in any team, but clear flaws. Yeah, and these are okay. Row below, and then Eliza. Maybe good. Maybe still trash. Because one of her issues is that she can't really mash out. It's so hard for her to mash out on defense because she doesn't have any true reversal except for level 3. And even if Sekhmet is really good now, in some characters just have such good snapbacks that even on, like, if you are close enough even if you backdash with segment, you still get caught by the snapback into a combo, into a full combo, reset, you're dead. Good in a lot of teams, but real flaws. I believe that's where they are. So in my opinion, like the last time I did a tier list, it was grid based. Let me yeah, I'm really not out yet. Put that here so you can see. In my opinion, like in the grid based, I put the upper echelon, which basically means they're all viable in any team. You can just do whatever they want. You went with them. I believe that's all of them except for the last three, which is Parasoul, Squigly, and Eliza. Those are the ones that still need a more specific team to get the most out of them. And they're a little hard to use in a couple matchups that are really pretty bad. But then after that, everyone is good. You could use anyone from up top and you're basically good, except for Miss Fortune again. Because she's in a limbo outside of tier lists. She's weird. You gotta be really good with her or make a really good game plan, you know. But with Annie, Filia, Beowulf, Valentine, Big Ben, Bella, Double, Fukua, and Peacock, and Robo and Painwheel, you basically can do whatever you want. I believe the new patch went in a good direction. Okay, but first let me Double would be here, then would be Fukua, then Bella, and then Big Ben at the end, because Big Ben does have some issues, but since he's always a threat, even when you're hitting him, I can't put him any other place below. I would probably say Annie and Filia are tied. Beowulf might be a little better than them in my opinion, or not. It's weird, so let's say a 3-way tie. And then I believe Painwheel is die again. Yeah, because it depends on what you're trying to do in your team. But yeah, I believe the patch was really good for the most part, except for the Peacock buff, because who fucking wanted a Peacock buff? What the fuck? Like, and that's it. It was a good patch. It changed a lot of things in the game. It improved so many things. But I think we still need a couple things, but like, balancing Eliza is too difficult, in my opinion. And Parasoul, without the mobility option, will always have a real flaw with not having a good mobility option and on par with other characters. But I believe you can tweak a couple things with Squigly to make her, like, at least go up with Robo, a Painwheel, and Miss Fortune. Or even with Filia and Beowulf. But for now, I still have her there. But Eliza is still in this limbo that I would need more information. She might be good, she might still be bad. A lot of her flaws, again, from before are still there. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Please don't come in and tell me I personally lose a lot to Eliza, and I have played the game for 5 hours, so she's clearly top tier. Don't come and say that, please. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you will change anything, or if you think someone is worse or someone is better than I'm saying they are. I think most people would agree with this, but maybe they would. I think the only contention would be my Parasoul placement. I think it would be the the only point of argument I could truly see. I believe anyone else would see what I put here and be like, yeah, I get it, even if they don't agree. But okay, that's the end of the video. I will see you next time.